Welcome to another edition of the Webcomic Beacon Presents First Issue.
I'm Marcus.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm being beaten up.
Apparently so.
And in this political battleground month, we're going to read, because why wouldn't we, Political Power Mitt Romney, #1 from Bluewater Comics.
Yeah, apparently.
My hair is not that perfect.
Does it have to be from Bluewater?
It is from Bluewater. You actually found this
I did.
like a year ago.
This is my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
I blame you.
You should.
So, Mitt Romney, if for those who don't know, at least at this point in time, he's running for president in the year of 2012.
That's probably a good idea. Since this is on in like 2015, nobody will remember him.
Hopefully.
Well, they might remember his hair. His hair is perfect.
Yes, look at this cover.
Give it up for Bob Dole Part 2, a.k.a. John Kerry Part 2.
Bob Dole. Bob Dole. This, well, I mean, it's Mitt Romney. He's on the cover.
It's a picture of it.
He's kind of shiny.
He looks like he's dyed because he's kind of lost some actual color.
He's kind of bluish.
He's kind of grayish, I thought.
Actually, he looks really porcelain.
He
well,
looks
granted,
fake.
That's true in real life.
He looks a little bit, pinker, yellower in real life than this.
That's not really.
All right. So, par for the course.
His hair is perfect.
Yeah, well, at least this is a good likeness. I mean, you can tell it's him. It's not like...
And I know exactly that this few strands of hair was just carefully done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trying to do that Superman.
Get that little fit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the cover's kind of boring, but par for the course.
It works. It's a political con. What the hell are you going to do otherwise?
Yeah.
And now we have what looks like
a flying
fish with jet engines attached to it, or quite possibly a blimp that has wings attached to it. I don't know what this is.
Actually, I would spend money to see a Romney comic where he's commandeering a Zeppelin.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but this isn't it.
Yeah. It would be a steampunk version of the other comic that we were doing.
So,
okay.
Some things never change. The plane rides, the press conferences, the speeches, shaking hands, remembering names, hammering points home, blah, blah, blah.
This is like the Jackson Brown of comics.
It just kind of keeps going like this, by the way, so don't expect any dialogue. There's like one dialogue balloon, and it's the captain at the very end, spoilers, who says, hey, we're about to land.
Yeah,
That's it. It's all in narration, and what it kind of reads like, I mean... I can't even get to, really describe this very well, because all it is explaining his life story in the most dry way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't blame these people who made the comic for this. That's not a slam on them as creators, because it's Bluewater Press, and they probably didn't get paid. So I could only expect that they would put so much effort into it.
Why wouldn't they have gotten paid?
Because they're working for Bluewater.
Bluewater just paid artists?
Hell no.
Why would anybody continue to work for them?
Because they need exposure. Anyway.
Oh, one of those deals.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
I want to weep into these pages now.
Yeah. Although they have people in a blender over there, and most of them seem to be part of that 47% that Mitt Romney says he doesn't care about.
Yeah, on
Which
page 2.
Which is why they're feeding them into a blender.
That's true. It's old people, black people, there's a baby there,
it's
a woman.
Look
Yeah,
at this.
all these people
He's
he can't
so
stand.
happy
He's so
about
fucking smug about killing these people. Granted, they're not actually in a blender in the comics context, but it looks.
But look, there's action lines. They're clearly
swirling around. They're all decapitated.
This episode's going to be so dated. Nobody's going to know what we're talking about.
Oh, hell yeah, it's going to be dated, but that's what's going to be funny about it when we look at it again. Like, if you look at the old Simpsons Halloween special with Bob Dole and Bill Clinton, it's just like, holy shit, I remember that old fucker. Is he still alive? And then you Wikipedia him to see if he's alive or not. That's going to be
or you go way back, the Ross Perot jokes.
Yeah, oh my god. If you ever watch all that from the 90s, the kids version of SNL they put on Nickelodeon, it's an entire recurring segment that's nothing but oh god, you just said his name.
Ross
Perot jokes. There's this girl playing Ross Perot the entire time. Alright, anyway.
Ross Perot.
This is how interesting this comic is, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
we're talking about Ross Perot.
Well, the way, you mentioned Wikipedia, and that's what this comic seems like. They just kind of went to Wikipedia, looked at all, the little, facts about him.
We should
and
look it up and see.
put that to panel.
True fact. He worked as a security guard. True fact.
Yeah, I wonder. We should go there and see if they just straight up ripped it.
We need little blue asterisks. Citation needed.
Citation
needed. Citation needed. Citation needed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Willard Mitt Romney. Willard
Willard is his real first name.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why he goes by Mitt.
Willard Mitt
Romney was. Remember that movie? Oh, you didn't see the movie Willard.
There's like Mitt and
Have you
Tipper.
seen the movie Willard?
No, I haven't.
Oh, if you like
we
creepy
need some
stuff.
rats.
Maybe that's why.
We need some rats. Okay, so he was born on March 12th, 1947 to George and Lenore Romney. A religious yet real-world savvy couple.
Which is why they'd never vote for him.
I like how they felt the need to specify that even though they're religious, they're real-world savvy.
Yeah, well, because honestly, they're Mormon, and there's a lot of stereotypes that go with that. And unfortunately, Mitt Romney kind of fits all of them.
Yeah,
But except for the multiple wives thing, but they got rid of that like centuries ago.
But not centuries ago.
Oh, yeah, not really. They're not old, are they?
No.
Like a century ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Didn't Bob Odenkirk have like a stand-up bit where he basically explained the origins of?
Yeah, there's an entire episode of South Park dedicated to that too. Actually, had a very interesting ending. But...
All right. Well,
anyway, once again,
let's try to stop the hate mail before it starts.
We're not even hating on them. Just
I know, but we're just gonna get stuff anyway. I don't think there are
any Mormons who watch this
Everyone's
show.
gonna look. You can't please everybody. Everyone's gonna snap on you, like, because this is what's gonna happen. We're going to get hate mail from Mormons who think we're bashing on them, which we're kind of not. And we're going to get hate mail from people who hate Mormons that are sick of the fact that we even brought them up. So just live with that. That's okay.
Yeah,
I used to live with a Mormon. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
So, how do you describe this comic? It's just factoid panel.
Fact.
We get to this.
He was in track or some shit.
I love when he gets to the point where he goes on his Mormon mission, because the Mormons send the youth out to missions for like 3 years. That's part of being a Mormon. And apparently he went to France. You know, he didn't go into the Peace Corps. He went into France.
Yeah, whereas like I live like a poor man in fucking Paris.
For the
whatever.
For the first time, Romney was forced to come to grips with living like a poor man.
And apparently,
he has a bed.
He has a bed. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, he apparently forgot all about this. If you look at any of the shit he says,
I know it's not like he went to Namibia.
No, like an actual place that would actually help people. It's like, look, France is not fucking hurting.
No, and well, they're apparently hurting from Mormons, or at least the Mormons.
Well,
think so, because it's proselytizing, is what.
Oh yeah, like they're too busy smoking and talking on their cell phones to hear the good word.
This isn't a real. I mean, send this bastard to like a third world country.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I love this panel. He was frustrated the French were more interested in smoking, drinking, and dating than hearing the good word. And I love that it's a coffee shop with these joyous Frenchmen, and he's trying to preach the word of God in a coffee shop.
In a fucking coffee shop.
Was he a screaming preacher?
He might have been.
He's Screecher.
We weren't there.
He also apparently stepped in to protect 2 female missionaries from being attacked by French rugby players. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
Citation needed.
Citation needed, but it sounds a little cool.
Props.
Yeah.
All right, so...
This was interesting.
On June 16th, 1968, a car driven by Romney was struck head-on by another car. The wife of the Mormon mission president was killed instantly, and Romney was rushed to a nearby hospital in serious condition.
I love how she doesn't have a name.
Yeah,
we totally didn't know who she was or anything.
You don't even see her. You see her in a body bag.
Yeah, well, no, don't see her in a body bag. You see a body bag being closed by a man's hand. And this is the most interesting panel.
There's the only action panel.
Granted,
this portion right here looks like a Shoggoth.
Holy shit.
I think...
Kind of does.
Okay, I want to read this comic again from the point of view of H.P. Lovecraft. I think it would be much more interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Because you'd be watching and you realize that this dude is basically a cultist coming out to like ruin the country by like preaching the word of Cthulhu.
Yes.
But that'd be an interesting way to
so
worshipping at the altar of money and
there's one thing to point out in here. Is that almost everybody in this comic has something that Linkar from the atop the fourth wall would probably say has Youngblood's disease.
Yeah, yeah. They all have their eyes. They're really open,
they're all
but they're shut, and you can't see their eyes at all. Granted, once again, Not going to judge them too harshly on the art. They probably weren't paid.
Yeah.
But here's one thing I do like about the art. It's not what the art on the cover is.
No.
It's not stiff. It's like...
It's actually a little energetic.
It's a little...
With this information.
There's one part which I really liked. Again, I'm just skipping a bunch of just factoids.
I
love fucking villainous John McCain. He was like fucking Satan the way they did him.
Evil John McCain.
Yeah, he's talking about how he's like, John McCain, good, because, he's also vying to be maybe his vice president.
And then I love his face. When he went with Palin, he's like, what the fuck?
What the hell, Palin?
But the great thing about it is he's not really, you can't see them from where he's standing.
Well, it's an artistic choice of panel separation.
This is his reaction shot to looking at this. And that was everybody's reaction, to be fair. I mean, everyone was like, you did what? Wait, so you were neck and neck with Obama, and then you chose the dumbest human being to come out of Alaska since, like, oh God, I don't know. Does anyone else come from Alaska?
There's people from Alaska.
No, but I mean, in a political scene.
Doesn't Alaska have a population of like 6,000 people?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Whatever.
It's not.
It's fairly small. It's really small.
It's really tiny.
There's a reason why.
It's more than 6,000.
There's a reason why someone, I believe it was Nice Peter, referred to Sarah Palin's governorship of Alaska as being equivalent to being the principal of a homeschool. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of, you don't do anything.
It's more of a mayor. Really.
Yeah, well, for all I know, it's really taxing.
If it's really that low of a...
Well, if it's that low of a population, it's probably because of her governorship. They probably all left.
Oh, come on. There's a lot of... Alaska, there's a lot of good stuff in Alaska.
Oh, no, yeah, I love Alaska. But I'm just saying, they probably all left because Sarah Palin was their governor.
I would like to reverse to this page of Romney on the campaign trail against McCain, where he's fending off Clayface, apparently.
Yeah, there's another one over here, too. He's fighting, Clayface in a much smaller crowd.
Oh, yes, yeah. So he, if they had just built it as Mitt Romney can fend off Clayface at any point in time, there.
And especially with the fucking, the ghouls over here, from all sides. Oh, my God!
John McCain! Mike Huckabee!
I love that this comic has more fun rolling over on other Republicans than going after Democrats.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
there's
does.
a little picture of Ted Kennedy, looking kind of
young.
maniacal, but that's Ted Kennedy.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But John McCain looks like the Emperor, man. He looks like Palpatine.
Yeah, you never know with a comic like this whether or not the writers are actually really just making fun of Mitt Romney, or if they're really on his side. You never really know with comics like this.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Well, in this case, I would just assume that they were given a job to do and they just did it. There doesn't seem to be... I mean, they definitely had some fun with some of these panel layouts.
Yeah, the artists had some fun with, doing... I mean, what can you do with factoid panel?
Yeah.
And of course, you have to kind of question whether or not how much of this is actually true or stretched just a little bit, like political comics do.
Oh yeah,
or politics.
It doesn't seem very stretched. It's pretty flat, which it also makes it kind of boring. But
that's
I mean, it's not like they go into depth in this thing where
Romney versus Sky Blue.
Yeah, where you got a shoving match.
That's more interesting. That's the most interesting thing I've seen so far. Besides a car accident. So I'm like, okay, so what's going on? What was their disagreement about?
Yeah,
why did they start shoving each other?
Yeah.
Why didn't Sky Blue kill him like when he had the chance?
He's on an airplane. He'd be,
Well, no, I mean,
you don't have a knife on the airplane. So.
Not necessarily, but he has glasses.
Well, you can get the plastic knives from inside the airport, and then plastic. You can do a pretty nice show.
Well, I'm mostly looking at it from a Terminator sort of standpoint. We were back in time. You had a perfect opportunity.
And, I mean, hell, give me a ballpoint pen and I can kill a man.
Yeah, just put him in the eye and get that into the brain.
Or just...
that's easier, sure. Yeah. But
love you, honey.
We're gonna cut your throat when this is over. As you probably cut my throat. I'm the one who found this thing.
Anyways. So, there's the one balloon. Okay, apparently he's thinking about this in his head. And we can finally get the only speech balloon in here, and it's over the loudspeaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. We will be landing in 10 minutes.
That is the only thing anyone ever says.
And then the airplane looks even less like an airplane.
Yeah. It looks like one of those styrofoam things you stick the wings on and you throw it in your backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a wing attached with two other wings. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then
he's talking. He's like, "Hey, everybody loves me," and they're taking my picture.
Clayface is after him again.
Yeah. So it should be Mitt Romney versus Clayface. That would be interesting.
I mean, and Clayface has even molded himself in a giant version of Romney.
That would be really awesome if that was actually what's happening.
I don't know. I think the art had a little bit more fun with it than the subject
writer,
matter that was actually there.
Oh yeah.
The art, it feels kind of gummy to me.
It's gummy, but it's also not stiff.
It's not stiff.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. And the coloring is actually pretty nice. I mean, it's
well
big
done.
blocks of color. It's very, very simple. These guys just didn't have a whole lot to work with, and they fought valiantly.
Yeah,
I will give them that.
Oh, definitely. Try to make it look good because the thing is, you want to be able to put this shit in your portfolio at the very least. So you try to at least do well.
Yeah,
and they definitely gave it a shot. I mean, like you can't say they were lazy about it.
No.
So,
but it is very simple.
Yep.
So for Mitt Romney, the infographic book. It's succeed or fail as a comic, a first issue comic, which I doubt there's more than one issue. No, though there's like a number one like right there.
Well, so make you want to buy it because it could be worth something. It's Mitt Romney number one. What if he wins, right? then I can put my kids through college.
No.
They think some people think it's 1993. They don't know.
So as a number one, it fails.
It's
failure.
It doesn't.
It's sadly pretty boring. Despite the artists trying their hardest to make something interesting out of this, I get to the end of this and it's like I don't want to see any more of this.
I skipped over half the panels.
Spoiler: the end.
Yeah, shit.
Yes.
So there's likely not going to be another one here, and that defeats the purpose of what a number one is. It doesn't say one shot or anything.
Yeah. No, it just says number one. One might assume there would be a number two if you named it number one.
But we'd review this anyway if it was a one shot.
Well, it's still it's a number one. Like, it's the point.
Well, it is, but still, because of the election coming up, there's no way we couldn't read this.
Yeah.
This is up.
No,
because we have to be fair and balanced.
Fair and balanced, yes, absolutely. No, but okay, so let's be fair with this. If this was like a one shot and you paid $4 for it,
oh dear God,
you paid $4 for it.
I paid $4 for that. I just realized I wasted $4. I should kill myself. I really
Something like this should be like a free thing or $1 thing. If it was something like from like the party itself, trying to, hey, cool, check out Mitt Romney, kids.
Yeah,
you know what?
I
can even see $2.
Something
okay.
Free
or
99 cents.
Or $1.
Yeah, or 99 cents. I can live with that.
Free
$2. Yeah, free comic. Yeah, do it. Put on free comic book
This
day.
should be a promotion. This should be promotional material.
Yeah.
And if this were promotional material, hey, learn a little bit more. Learn a little bit more about the candidates or something like that.
Yeah, actually, if this were promotional material, pay somebody, a really skilled artist, to do stuff like
they wouldn't know where to find them. This is a Republican Party. They don't know anything. Artists are part of the 47%.
We do have conservative comic book artists.
That's true. I keep forgetting about those jackasses. See, whenever they talk, I throw them out of my mind immediately, and usually they get annihilated by Eric Larson on
Steve
Twitter.
Ditko, could probably be talked into it.
Oh, easily. Well, he's
kind of a crazy man.
He's more of an objectivist, I would say.
Yeah, you're right.
He's like if it was about Ayn Rand. Fuck yeah, he'd be on top of that.
that would be really interesting.
That would be really cool. Steve Ditko doing like comic version of Atlas Shrugged or something. It would be boring as shit, but it would look good.
True. It'd be better than the movie. Anyway, we are digressing.
Well, what can you do with this? I mean, shit.
Yeah, it's $4. It's definitely not worth it if it were like a promotional material. It's kind of cool, but it's not like something that's going to be clamoring to. $1 I could totally see, or just free. It might be kind of. Do I feel better about myself from reading this? No. Do I feel more informed a little bit? Yeah, a little bit.
And I couldn't figure out anything to do with the story. I mean, there's no art.
There's no story.
There's no story.
Yeah, it's started to be like a biography sort of piece, so there is, by definition, no story. It's
whoever was saying that this comic needs to be this, maybe the writer and the artist's hands were tied, and that was it, but this doesn't do a really good job as what a comic book's supposed to do, really. So... So there's that. So technically fails on that aspect.
I think so.
Nothing technical about us is straight failure. Anyways.
Anyway, so that was from Bluewater Comics, Political Power, Mitt Romney.
Oh!
Mitt Romney style. Romney style. Mitt Romney style. Romney style. Mitt Romney style. Hey, wealthy ladies. Mitt Romney style. Hey, wealthy ladies. Mitt. I got large amounts in Swiss bank accounts. Norris and Eastwood in my vacation house. Talking wine and cheese, mad IV degrees. Baby, I got butlers just to wipe me. You know what I'm saying?